Or should I start at the beginning of how we even got to okay, I don't know. Who is this album for? All right. Y'all not talking to me while I'm doing this? I'm just looking out the window.
It's quiet on set.
I didn't know.
Quiet?
Is it quiet on set?
No,
No, they be like, quiet on set.
Quiet on 3, 2, action. And we're here. No, so who is this album for? Who is this album for? This album is for the people that feel like God forgot about them. Yeah. It's for the broken, it's for the rejected, it's for the hurt, it's for the people that are in hiding. I believe that this album, my God, I felt the Holy Ghost on that. I feel like this album is going to bring people out of hiding. And the fact of the matter is God already chose us. But there's a generation, there's a nation that haven't chosen him back. And I believe it's because they feel as if they're not enough, they're not worthy. Their past, like God is going to be embarrassed about their past. And so this album is for the people who are in need of healing, spiritual healing, emotional healing, mental healing, so that they can really be able to do the things that God has called them to do and walk in the boldness and the authority of it. There's so much power in being whole. The enemy will use our traumas and our wounds to trigger our weaknesses, and we will stay in dark places and believe that, maybe I didn't hear the Lord, or maybe I'm not supposed, there are so many evangelists and ministers and prophets and teachers and preachers that are in hiding that God is saying, bring them out, bring them out. And there's a sound that the Lord is releasing through this generation and through leaders that he has called out to be able to release this sound, and only this nation will be able to hear that sound. I believe that only this nation will be able to hear. They will turn their ears to that sound, and they will know that it's just for them. So I believe that this album is going to heal and set a hurt and broken and rejected generation free and deliver them out of darkness. Deliver them out of darkness into the light of the Lord. So I'm excited about that. Did she say and cut?
No.
Did she do it? We going from this side angle, and I want to make sure, is my lash on the side falling off or anything? Because he recording from the side, and I'm looking out the window. Y'all know those 90s videos? Yeah. I feel like Brandy. She
oh my God.
And all I'm thinking is my lash flying on the other side. Oh man, and this the side that made me a little bald headed too. Hold on.
You see the hair.
You're trying to angle yourself in
Let me turn this way.
Oh my
Hold
God.
up. Let me turn so they'll know that she got hair. Don't do me.
It's not.
And Deshaun, you should have said that. You can see the hair, but this side do look a little bald.
You literally can see
That's the part they don't tell you about lemonade braids. That's the part they don't tell you about lemonade braids. That on one side it's gonna look like your glass empty. Oh no.
When you said bring them out, what kind of song came on? Bring them out.
But you know what? That's so good because I feel like literally, if there was a west side of heaven, that's what it would sound like. The Lord's like, hey, tell them to bring them out, bring them out. And then the west side of heaven is like, y'all heard what the man said? Bring them out, bring them out. But it's time. That is it. That's it. It's time to come out of hiding. It is.
We have done nothing that surprises God, and if he couldn't handle it, he would not have put it on us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's time to come out. Don't be ashamed about those things. So when you said it, I was like, come on out.
But that's what the enemy does, though. The enemy wants us to be ashamed.
Right.
And so how is shame even birthed? Shame is birthed when we internalize our fear. So for example, when I got the divorce, my fear was, what are people gonna think? And so because I ate that, okay, I internalized that fear, I birthed shame, and I started not wanting to go out. You get what I'm saying? So when we eat our fear, when we internalize our fear, what's birthed from that is shame. And so we can apply that in any other area of our life. This happened in my life, for people that have gone through molestation, do the people know? So I'm gonna hide, I'm gonna stay, in this dark place so that the people, if they can't see me, they can't talk about me. Because shame says if they see you, they gonna talk about you. And then what comes after that? Rejection. If they talk about me, judgment. They talk about me, they're not gonna want me around, right? So now fear then comes back in and says, well, you might as well just go ahead and stay hidden, or hurt them before they hurt you. So we coming for all of that. Like, this album is getting ready to break chains, which is why, honestly, this process has been, I thank God for healing me, because I wouldn't have been able to handle this process. When I say that this process has been literally a pregnancy, every trimester had its thing. The first trimester, it had fear. Can I really do this? Can I really push this baby out? God, are you sure you chose me? So that's like the first 3 months, I told nobody. I thank God for Todd Delaney, because he literally, if he didn't see me posting on Facebook, he would be in my inbox and be like, yo, you still good? You still moving forward? We got work to do. And I'd be like, so what happened was, but that's even a story in itself, how God even sent me to Todd. Like, it's such a blessing. But that first trimester, it was that intimidation. So let's not use the word fear, right? I was intimidated by the assignment. Right. That second trimester, I was kind of coming out like, okay, this is real, I had already started writing, but once I realized that the writing was an assignment, it's like I got a block. So the second trimester was a block of, do I really have anything to say? Can I produce 7 pieces? Y'all know I talk all the time, and I was scared do I have enough word? But yeah, and so then that third trimester was really when the baby started showing and developing, and there were people that were supporting and pouring into me, and the Lord released to me that there are intercessors on the wall. I'm taking you to a place, my God, like this in itself, I'm taking you back. I was in the gym and I was pumping weights. I begin my, don't play me, don't do me. I really begin my, right? And so I was in the gym, and the Lord said, I'm getting ready to take you back. I got to take you to the places that you healed from. And I got to take you to the places that you hid from. And my first thought was, why you want to go and do that, Lord, huh? You found me faithful. I mean, why you want to take me back to a place the hurt place? Who wants to go there? And he was just like, don't be afraid. I have intercessors on the wall for you. And I'm telling you, that same week, stuff started manifesting that the Lord had already prepared me for. But if I hadn't gone through that 3 years in the cave of being hidden and healed, and even though I fought being in the cave, because the Lord took away everything, like I didn't have permission to produce. And so for me, I'm a producer. We are producers. That's naturally, that's what women do. We produce, we multiply, we are fruitful. And he put me in a season where I couldn't produce. And so going through all of that and having to heal prepared me for this process, and the things that were manifesting and the things that were coming up, it allowed me to literally move through them like oil dripping off my back. Like what they say, sweat off your shoulder, sweat off your back. I mean, like move through them like it's okay. And we heal that, and we bind up that, and we're going to move past that, and that isn't a factor. I mean, the way the Lord allowed me to glide through problems was just beyond me, because that definitely was never me. Okay, I had to stop and address every problem. You was gonna get this word. But God, so this project is very, very special, very dear, and I believe that the Lord is going to be glorified for sure.